Shalom, 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 Akim. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Coming at y'all with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this article is titled, Trump says Iran made a very big mistake after U.S. confirms American drone shot down. So, you know what I'm saying? This is prophecy. We in the middle of biblical prophecy. And this is why if you in this truth, you know what I'm saying, you must prepare for the bumpy road, for the bumpy ride, man. Because it's not going to be easy. And you 2/3, you're going to be destroyed in the midst of this war. Because when these nations start shooting these missiles at Babylon, which is America, y'all going to be caught off guard. Y'all not going to have the hedge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 11. And it reads, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple, right? So the Medes, man, they going to be against Babylon. That's why I say make bright the arrows. They preparing war. This is what they doing. They preparing to go to war with America, which is Babylon. And what you Negroes doing? Y'all smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to find the next come up. Y'all doing any and everything, but y'all not coming back to the Most High. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're not coming back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The Most High been calling you, you know what I'm saying, for years, man. And y'all keep sitting up here trying to make it here in this place, and it's about to be destroyed. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I was in the world, I would look at it like something dangerous about to happen. I need to be protected. Let me read the Bible and see if I can get the understanding. Like, let me see if I can you know what I'm saying, get into my spirituality with the Most High. But y'all don't do that. Y'all continue to be niggas here, man. Y'all continue to be niggas here and a bunch of sellouts. That's all y'all become in this country, man. And now you finna be destroyed. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 1. And it reads, and the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesied against him, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Right? It's saying, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields. Right? It say all of them handling swords. And you know the modern day sword is a gun, a M16, you know what I'm saying, an AK-47. All this new technology that these devils got, man. Those are the modern day swords, you know what I'm saying? It say 5, verse 5, Persia. And we all know who Persia is. Persia is Iran. That's the first, you know what I'm saying, that's the first country that was mentioned, was Persia. Persia is modern day Iran. It say Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar, and Togomar is Turkey, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So it's about to be, it's brewing up. This war is brewing up, you know. They said Iran was responsible for this attack, you know? So let me play this video. If I can play it, because this thing was buffering, you know? Salakia with this stupid commercial.
Breaking news, Robin, this morning. And we want to get right to that, David. The U.S. confirming Iran shot down an American drone. Our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz, starts us off with the latest. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. This is a significant and dangerous provocation. There have been a spate of attacks blamed on Iran in recent weeks, but this is a direct attack on a U.S. military asset. This drone is one of America's most sophisticated unarmed surveillance aircraft. The U.S. says the drone was operating in international airspace over the Strait of Hormuz, that narrow but vital oil shipping waterway, when it was struck by an Iranian surface-to-air missile. Iran does not deny shooting down the U.S. aircraft, but claims it was in Iranian territorial airspace. The commander of the Revolutionary Guard Corps saying our borders are our red line. Any enemy that violates them will not return and will be destroyed, adding that Iran does not intend to engage in war with another country, but saying Iran is ready, Robin.
And you say that they're claiming that their border is the red line. What can the U.S. do about that?
Well, you've heard President Trump downplay the attacks on the oil tankers, but again, this is a U.S. military asset. But the U.S. also has to be careful not to overreact. The Iranians may want a retaliatory strike to garner support at home and from allies in the region, but this will be urgently discussed here at the highest levels, Robin.
All right, Martha, thank you. We're going to bring in our contributor, Colonel Steve Ganyard, for more on this. And so what is your take on all that we're reporting this morning, Steve?
Robin, unfortunately, the U.S. and Iran are getting very close to war. A country's sovereign airspace goes out to 12 nautical miles. If this U.S. drone was outside that 12 nautical miles, it had every legal right to be there, and the Iranian shoot-down was completely illegal. So it's a very tense situation, and the U.S. is going to have to respond in some way.
I know that we're claiming it's international airspace, but as you alluded to, it's a very defined and small area. Is there any chance that it may have wandered into that territory?
It's possible. It's possible, Robin. The U.S. Navy and U.S. military forces are going to have to confirm that this drone didn't inadvertently stray into Iranian airspace or over Iranian territory. If we have that confirmation, then we know that what the Iranians did was illegal.
So what happens next, do you think, Steve?
I think the Iranians are putting on a brave face right now, saying we're ready for war. They are completely overmatched by U.S. military might. And so the question is, did they...
And it's going down, you know what I'm saying? They said they ready for war, man. You know, let me get this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5. And it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So this battle is going to be with fuel of fire, man. Burning and fuel of fire. That's those missiles, man. You know? And once again, America is not going to be able to defend itself against these countries, man. Because they've been wanting to take this country down for years, man. They've been wanting to take the United States down for years now. Because they tired of the American philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You can say goodbye to the American dream, because that ain't nothing but a nightmare, you know? This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 24. And it reads, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." And that's you Edomites, man. You're going to flee from the iron weapon and the bow of steel, man. That's a missile, man. because you gotta pay for your sins. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for all your crimes on the earth, and the Most High is going to use the other nations to take you down.
Make a mistake and inadvertently shoot this drone down, or did they do it deliberately in an attempt to goad the U.S. into military response?
People want to know. All right, Steve Gander, thanks so much.
So I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. With that, Shalom.